ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम् ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। हरि ओम, a very warm welcome. Sati ji is already disturbed. Now they have reached Kailasa Parvata, and Sati ji is fully drowned in sorrow, in suffering, in the sense of guilt. And Bhagavan Shivaji quietly gets into Samadhi, and it is said 87,000 years he was in Samadhi. And then when he comes out of the Samadhi, he finds Sita ji is in another trail of thoughts. What? Her father has been promoted to become the Prajapati, and he has organized a huge yajna, and he has invited all the gods, Yaksha, Kinnara. Now see, that is what is said here in the 61st Chaupai. We will read. किन्नर नाग सिद्ध गंधर्वा बधुन समेत चले सुर सर्बा विष्णु बिरंचि महेशु बिहाई चले सकल सुर जान बनाई सती बिलोके व्योम विमाना जात चले सुंदर विधि नाना सुर सुंदरी करहि कलगाना सुनत श्रवण छूटहि मुनि ध्याना पूछे तब शिव कहे बखानी पिता यज्ञ सुनि कछु हर्षानि जौ मही सुमोहि आय सुदेहि कछु दिन जाई रहो मिस एहि पति परित्याग हृदय दुख भारी कहि न निज अपराध विचारी बोली सती मनोहर बानी भय संकोच प्रेम रस सानी पिता भवन उत्सव परम जो प्रभु आय सुहोई ताऊ में जाऊं कृपायतन सादर देखन सोई सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भय सब संतन की जय. This beautiful episode is so amazingly presented, even though the whole episode is happening at the celestial world. It has no difference as though than what we see in our common world. So what is the idea here? Idea here is, even though you are here, even though you are listening to Ramayana, even though it is there in the celestial world, still mind is mind. Yato yato nischarati chanchalam asthiram manaha. So, see how the mind plays its role. Sita ji, she sees, Sati ji. I am so used to chanting Siya Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram. So sometimes by mistake it comes out, please forgive me. Sati ji, she sees everybody going towards her father's place. Kinnara, Naga, Siddha, Gandharva, Badhuna Sameta, Badhuna along with their consorts, wives. Chale Surab Sabha, the whole Sura Sabha, meaning what? The entire gods, celestial beings, Sabha is going there in their own private jets. Today we have that statement, isn't it? All the politicians running here, left, right and center from one place to other at our taxpayers' money. They go left, right and center in their own private jets. But they in celestial, each one of them had their own Pushpaka Vimana, private jet. They were all going. Vishnu Biranchi Mahesu Bihai. Except Vishnu, Biranchi, Brahmadeva and Mahesu Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Other than these three, Chale Sakala Sura Jana Banai. All the Suraganas, all of them are going. Sati biloke byoma bimana. Sati ji started seeing so many varieties of beautiful vimana, private jets. And the best part is, each one is beautiful by itself. Jata chale sundara vidhinana. And they crossed through Kailasa Parvata only. Actually, in a beautiful saying, they passed through Kailasa as though to tell Shiva, you are not invited, we are all going. As though, if we can dramatize, Jata Sale Sundara Vidhinana, Nana Vidhi, varieties of beautiful plains, Pushpaka Vimana, Surasundari Karahi Kalagana, and all normally, even in our this one, whenever boys and girls go for a trip, let us say camp or picnic or excursion, the way they do Galata, my God, all of you know. Most of us have done also in a manner of saying when we were young, isn't it? Similarly, Sundari, all the wives of the Devatas, beautiful wives of Devatas, Karahi Kalagana, they were singing loudly, melodious bhajans and songs. Sunata Shravana Chutahi Muni Dhyana. In fact, look at the intensity of their joy, the intensity of their expression of joy. When they, here in what I was telling, the boys and girls going in the camp on the road, and that too they will go in open jeep, crowded jeep, and then playing, singing loudly, teasing people around. In that, that particular state of mind, they are in such enjoyment mode, they will break all rules. Similarly, Sunaha Shravana Chutahi Muni Dhyana, even sages and saints who were in dhyana, who were in meditation, even they were, disturbed by the kind of noise they were making. Puche utab Shiva kahe bakhani. Satiji quietly, excuse me, she asked Shivaji, what is happening? Why is this happening? Pita Jagya Suni Kachu Harshani. Then Shivaji told her, your father. Whenever husband says your father, many women get so disturbed and they get so, offended. He says, your father has organized Jagya, a huge yajna, and all are going there. Suni Kachu Harushani. As soon as she heard that father has organized a big yajna, naturally, a big program at the home, in father's house, will always bring delight to the daughter, isn't it? And especially, see, a daughter and a father's relationship, of late we see more in that YouTube and in Facebook and all, you see the father-daughter relationship, a beautiful, of course, those are all, created videos, no doubt, but it is true also. However, and especially when the little babies, when they enjoy that, that love which is shared with the father, it's not very beautiful. It is not wrong also, it is truth. Though it is created video, sometimes it is original also. But the daughter and father relationship is always wonderful. The son and the mother's relationship is always wonderful. You should not forget that. It is not that only daughter and father. Son and mother also have got a similar kind of an intense relationship always. That love, that bond is something fantastic. So, Suni Kachu Harshani, immediately Satiji was very happy. Very nice. Jamahesu mahi ayasu dehi. In case, daughter is daughter, you see. In case my husband permits me. In case Mahesu ayasu dehi. If he gives her permission to go there, Kachu dinu jai rahao misayehi. Kachidin, for few days, let me also go there. Already she is suffering with so much of guilt, so much of pain, and the very pain that Shivaji was away from her, abandoned her for so many years, 87,000 years, and all that pain and suffering is actually, she has bottled everything, and everything is so horrible in her life. So she thought, if Shivaji permits her, then she can go there, relax, change her mind. Very many doctors say, whenever the patient is mentally disturbed, the doctors say, take him away from the house, some hill station, something for a few days for the change of mind, and he will be or she will be okay. Especially she will be very okay. We have seen this, isn't it? So she said, I will go there and this one. And then, Pati parityaga hridaya dukhu bhari. Already Pati parityaga. Shivaji has abandoned her. Hridaya dukhu bhari. There is so much of pain. The heart is so heavy. And she also wanted a change. Kahai nanija paradha bichari. No words can explain her pain, her sorrow, aparadha, the guilt born out of her wrongdoing. We all know, again and again we have seen it. Boli sati manoharabani. Whenever you want some work to be done, the way we behave, we act, we change our voice, we modulate our voice, we articulate our words to get the work done, you see. Boli sati manoharabani, with an entertaining voice, with a very, a delightful voice, very charming voice, we may say. Bhaya sankocha prema rasadzani. Bhaya, there is fear. Why? Already there is a disturbance. Sankocha, there is some kind of hesitation also. At the same time, with love and affection, expressing her words with love, with affection. Why does that also come? Because she knows her consort, Bhagavan Shivaji. He is great. He is a Karuna Nidhan. Therefore, with love and affection, she asks, Pita Bhavana Utsava Parama Ja Prabhu Aya Suhoi. Pita Bhavana, at my father's house, Utsava, Parama Utsava, a big yaga, yajna. It's a Utsava, it's a celebration that is going on. Ja Prabhu Ayasu Hoi. If Prabhu, O Lord, if you permit me to go, Taume Jaun Kripayatana. Taume Jaun. Very beautiful, na? If you permit me, Taume Jaun. May I please go? Oh, compassionate. An ocean of that time, all such wonderful words and all will come. And the interesting part is, when the wife asks like this, the husband knows much more better. Now this is going to tax me, karke. Kripayatana, ocean of compassion. Taume jaun, may I please go. Sadara dekhana soi. All my relations, my friends, all the people, praja, my sisters, of course, all of them will be there. May I please go? She asks. Shivaji must have smiled within. But then he says, that is a glory of Bhagavan Shivaji. Irrespective of the fact that he knows she has, fooled him. She has deceived him in a manner of saying. In a manner of saying only we should say, because she is pure. She is a chaste woman. But then that mischievous work, what she did, was very, very wrong, taking the form of Sita. That can never be accepted. It is never acceptable. There is one thing called Akshamya Aparadha. Akshamya Aparadha means that Aparadha which can never be forgiven. Satiji taking the form of Sitaji was an Akshamya Aparadha. Now see how Shiva deals with it. कहिहु नीक मोरेहु मन भावा, यह अनुचित नहीं नेवत पठावा। दच्छ सकल निज सुता बोलाई, हमरे बयर तुमऊ बिसराई। ब्रह्म सभा हम सन दुख माना, तेहि ते अजहु करही अपमाना। जौं बिनु बोले जाहु भवानी, रहई न सीलु सनेहु न कानी। जदपि मित्र प्रभु पितु गुर गेहा, जाई बिनु बोलेहु न संदेहा। तदपि विरोध मान जह कोई, तहाँ गए कल्याणु न होई। भाति अनेक शंभु समुझावा, भावी बसन ज्ञानूर आवा। कह प्रभु जाहु जो बनहि बोलाए, नहीं बलि बात हमारे भाई। कही देखा हर जतन बहु, रहई न दच्च कुमारी। दिए मुख्य गण संगत विदा कीन्हि त्रिपुरारी। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोलो भय सब संतन की जय। कहिहु नीक मोरेहु मन भावा। भगवान शिव जी very beautifully replied to her, your suggestion is very good, I agree with it. No, in this you will find at very many places in Tulsi Ramayana will find the communication skills is time and again brought out. Shivji never said, no, I won't permit you, get out. All that he didn't say. He never reacted to any kind of thought given by Satiji, or in very many places we find people responding to the situation and not much reacting. Very important, especially at a time when he knows Satiji is disturbed and she wants to go there so that she can get a change of mind. But it is not appropriate. Therefore, he very beautifully says, Morehu manabhava, I can understand your mind. Your suggestion is good. I agree with you. It's a very beautiful program that you should attend. But all said and done, Sati, yaha anuchita nahi nevata patava. This is not the right time. What you say is right. Beautiful program. You will, if you go there, you will enjoy. You will see everybody, as you said, all that is fine. But this is not the right time. Why? Daccha sakala nija suta bolai. Your father has not sent invitation to us first. Second, he has invited all his daughters, other daughters. Daccha sakala nija suta bolai, hamare bayara tumahu bisarai. Because of me, you are also not being invited. Why? Because he has a problem with me. Shivji says, he has a problem with me, and therefore, because of his enmity with me, even you are not being invited. Why is that enmity? Brahma sabaham sanadu kumana tehi te ajahu karahi apamana. In one of the Brahma sabhas, everybody were sitting and I was also sitting. My nature is The moment I don't have anything to do, I quietly go inside and start meditating, and I am absorbed in my meditation. While thus I was absorbed in my meditation, Daksha Prajapati, he had come there, and everybody got up as a respect to Daksha Prajapati, and I was immersed in my meditation, and I did not realize his coming. I did not realize though so many people getting up and giving respect to him, but I was seated, totally immersed, for which Daksha Prajapati got offended. His ego was hurt. His prestige was hurt. His image was hurt. And that has caused a lot of enmity between him and me. I have nothing to do with him, but he has developed a lot of enmity. Brahma Sabha, Ham Sana, Dukhumana. I have given him some pain mentally. Tehi te aachahu kari apamana. So at every chance, wherever possible, he is trying to, return that insult. And now, Jobinu bole jai Bhavani. Hey Bhavani, Bhavani meaning what? One who is the consort of Bhava. Bhava is Shiva. Consort of Shiva, Bhavani, Jombinu bole, Jahu, if you go without being invited, uninvited if you go, Rahaina Silu Sanehuna Kani. All the dignity and the honor what we have gained will just fly away, will just go in air. Therefore, Jadapi Mitra Prabhu Pitu Gura Geha, I understand, wherever father, friends, guru, teacher, to meet all of them, you don't require an appointment. There is no appointment required for your near and dear ones. You can go, I can understand. But, Jaiye binu bole huna sandeha. This is not good. This is not at all right for you to go at this juncture. Tadapi birodha manajaha koi. Especially when your father is harboring so much of disrespect. His mind is filled with krodha. And he has no respect for me or you either. Not only me, even you he doesn't have any respect. Therefore, tahan gaye kalyanu na hoi. To go there, it will not be right. It will not do any good. There will not be any welfare. Kalyanu na hoi. Good things will not happen. Therefore, Bhavani, na jao. Please don't go. Bhati aneka sambhu samujava. Aneka bhati means several ways, several times. Sambhu samujava. Shambhu tried to make her understand, but this is again. Please, women, people, please don't mistake me. Again, once a particular desire, a particular thought, a particular demand, a particular desperation gets into the mind, intelligence is just thrown away. This is some of the traits which Shastra, not me as an individual, Shastra say Nari Swabhava. Once it is there, it will refuse to listen to others, whoever it may be. Shambhu, Bhagavan, Shiva himself is advising her, don't do. Bhati aneka, several times, in several ways, he is trying to explain to Satiji, if you go there, you will not be respected. Don't go. Bhami basa jnanu rava. That knowledge never dawned in Sati's mind. Why? Now see, the first and foremost, she has bottled up so much of problems, so much of hurt, so much of guilt, so much of pain and suffering has been bottled up now. And therefore, all that has veiled her intelligence, has covered her intelligence. Therefore, any amount of advice will not go inside. We have found such a situation in our own houses. Don't worry, don't think of the others. In our own houses, we find when desire engulfs, intelligence is thrown away. Think. कह प्रभु जाहूं जो भी नहीं बोलाए. Lord, again and again, with lot of humility, love. You know that love is very, very, very important. With love, at the same time, vinay, binahi bole, with lot of, quiet, humble, soft words. Again and again he says, nahi bhali baat hamare bhai. No good will take place, Sati. Don't go there. I too, don't like you to go there. First of all, no good will happen. You will not be respected. And I don't want you to go because I don't want you to be disrespected. So don't go. कहीं देखा हर जतन बहु रही न दच्छ कुमारी. Tulsi Das is very interesting. At such places, he never uses Sati. He uses Daksha Kumari. Why? Adamancy. This adamancy is a nature of Daksha, and Daksha Kumari, his daughter, she is also adamant. How many times we have found that the wives, when they put their foot down, Bhagavan, Brahmadeva also cannot change them. Don't ask me, Swamiji, how do you know? All of you come and tell me, what else tell me? That is how I also come to know. And it has been well established by Shastra. What more proof we want? Rahaina Daksha Kumari, she would not listen. Then Shivaji thought, there is no point. Many of the husbands keep quiet. Many husbands become quiet and silent. It becomes their nature. Why? This is how it has happened. Diye Mukhya Gana Sangataba. Then he called Mukhya Gana, important, very trustworthy Ganas. Ganas meaning what? Security people. Sabataba. Bida Keen Tripurari. He says, okay, go. He called all the Ganas and said, go with her, take care of her properly. Why? She is going to a place where she is going to be insulted. She will be insulted there, I know about it. But she is not listening because of her moha. She is going there, let her go, you go with her, take care of her. He tells, that is, see how much of love he has for Sati. Irrespective of the fact that Sati has fooled him, irrespective of the fact that Sati has mischievous act against the wishes of Shiva, and now against the wishes of Shiva again, she is going to her father's house where Shiva warned her, you will be insulted, but she would not listen. In spite of it, the love for Sati Shivaji has. He says she has to be taken care. So, Ghanasangataba, he sent her, Bida Kinha Tripurari, with Ghanasanga, with security, he sends there. Now what happens? Pita Bhavan Jab Gai Bhavani Dat त्रास कहूँ न सन मानी, सादर बले ही मिली एक माता, भगिनी मिली बहुत मुस्काता, दच्छन कछु पूछी कुशलाता, सती ही बिलो की जरे सब गाता, सती जाई देखेऊं तब जागा, कतहु न दीख शंभु कर भागा, तब चित छड़ेऊ जो शंकर कहेऊ, प्रभु अपमानु समुझी उर दहेऊ, पाछिल दुखु न हृदय अस व्यापा, जस यह बयऊ महापरितापा, यद्यपि जग दारुण दुख नाना, सब ते कठिन जाति अवमाना, समुझी सो सती ही भयउ अति क्रोधा, बहुविधि जननी कीन्ही प्रबोधा, शिव अपमानु न जाई सही, हृदय न होई प्रबोध, सकल सब ही हठी हट की तब, बोली बचन सक्रोध, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भई सब संतन की जय। पिता भवन जब गई भवानी, भवानी consort of Bhava, Shiva, when she went to her father's place, Daksha trasa kahun sanamani, nobody greeted her in Daksha's Rajya. Nobody greeted her. Nobody even turned their face towards Sati. Sadar bhale hi mili ek mata. Her mother alone came running towards her, and she embraced her and she smiled at her and welcomed her. Oh, that is the glory of mother. And look at the other, her own sisters. Bhagini mili bahut musukata. You know, it is in a matter, something like a sarcastic way. Hi, like that we say, no, but we don't want to say hi also to some people. We say, hi, and then we keep going. Similarly, even, it seems even the sisters did not give much attention, only mother gave her that attention. Dachana kachupuchi kusalata. Daksha Maharaja na kachupuchi. He never asked her anything. Kusalata, are you fine? Are you doing good? Is everything fine? Is Shiva fine? No question asked. He never even bothered to turn towards her. Sati hi bilo ki jare sab gata. He was burning furiously. Why did you come here as though? I did not invite you. Why did you come here as though? He did not probably tell that. Or later it might happen. He never bothered. He kept her away completely. Sati jai dekheu tab jaga. She now went. Probably she thought, father must be a little busy. He will come and talk to me later. Such a big program. He is so busy. Once every arrangement is over, he will come. And so he thought like that. She thought like that. And then she went where? Dekhaun tab jaga. Let me go and see the place where sacrifice is going to be held. That yaga is going to be held. And then she found. Now look at that. What has happened? Katahu na dikh sambhu kar baga. She found that no oblations has been set aside for Shivaji. No place has been earmarked for Shivaji. In our various seminars and etc. Now we find in the chairs one label would be put, or on the table one beautiful stand with the name would be put, Prime Minister, Finance Minister, like that. Like that, a board will be put, meaning this place is earmarked for you, you have to sit here, is one thing. Some important spots will be there, and therefore the important people would be made to sit there, who will be the primary people there, who will be addressing the gathering. Therefore, that spot is ideal for them. So, this place is earmarked. Katahuna dekh sambukar bhaga. There is no place earmarked for Shiva. Tabachita chadeu. Then she realized, Jo Shankar kahevo. She then realized what Shankara said. This is what happens to most of us. When elderly people, when experienced people tell us, don't do this, this is not good, this is what you will face, you will be hurt, you will not be respected, you will be insulted, this don't do. We never listen. Why? Our mind is engulfed with that demand for pleasure. Our mind is engulfed with the desperate need for pleasure. Think. And when the mind is engulfed with the demand and desperation for pleasure, there is no room for discrimination. Pujya Gurudev always says, quieter the mind, sharper the intellect. When the mind is so disturbed, such a mind cannot decide rightly. Why? Discriminative ability is almost dead. We see in our own lives also. How many times we don't even listen to the advice of our parents. We don't even listen to the advice of the teachers. Why? In talks, they would have come all the way for a spiritual lecture, and while the teacher, the speaker is giving good advice, at that time the mind will think of something else, will be engaged with some other thought, or sometimes will even retaliate, rebel on that thought on the very teacher itself. Why? Because I respect, I honor, I am attached to my own way of thinking, my own pleasures, my own demands, my own attachments. When that attachment, that desire is stronger, the intensity of rebelling nature will be equally high. When Shivaji spoke to Sati, don't do this, her intensity of the attachment with her father was so much that nothing went into the ears. That is why people also say, oh, he is talking Vedanta, he is talking Ramayana. Meaning what? I don't have to listen to that. I am engaged elsewhere with my own attachments, whims and fancies and everything. Such a mind which is preoccupied, such a mind which is drowned in the whims and fancies and desires and raga, dvesha, etc., kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, such a mind has no place to listen to good advice. It is like a dirty vessel. You may pour milk, dirt will not go, milk will get spoiled. That is what has happened to Sati. And once the milk gets spoiled, I should have cleaned. My mother told me, clean that, wash that vessel and then pour milk. I did not listen to her properly. In a hurry, I just want to finish off boiling that milk and go to my mobile or TV. So I just poured the milk and the milk broke. Think, what is the use? Look at Sati. Tabachita chadeu jo Shankara kaheu. Then she realized what Shankara said. Prabhu apamanu samuji uradaheu. Her heart burnt again. It is like, throwing salt and pepper in a place where there is already wound. Already she is boiling inside. Already she is disturbed inside. Along with that, now this insult. Please note, Satiji's love towards Shivaji is as equal to the love Shivaji has for Sati. No difference. That is why Ardhanarishwara it is said. So her love for Shivaji was much, much, much higher than even the burn which is undergoing within her heart. All that what has happened. Now the burn of insult to Shiva becomes much higher than all the other sorrow which she is going through. Prabhu apaman samuji uradahevu. Her heart burned seeing the apamanu to Prabhu. Pachila dukkana hridaya vyapa. All the other dukkha is overpowered by the dukkha of the insult to Shivaji. Jasaya bhayav mahaparitapa, and that insult, she repented. Again she repented. I must have listened to Shivaji. Think. We all are professionals in performing the action first and repenting later. And in this juncture, Sati is no different from an unintelligent man like you and me. Man means woman included here. Think. And in this case, more clearly 2 times Tulsi Dasi has Nari Swabhava. When the advice is given, we don't check the advice. We don't scrutinize the advice. We don't analyze. Why are they saying this? Let me check it out. We don't do it. And the next 2 lines is such a beautiful advice to all of us, please. Jadyapi jagadaruna dukhunana sabte kathina jati avamana. There are so many agonies in the world. There are so many painful situations in the world. But all of them does not matter when my beloved is being insulted. Sabte kathina jati avamana. Jati here meaning what? All those people I love. Maybe my father, maybe my mother, maybe my sisters, maybe my brothers, cousins, relations, maybe neighbor whom I like most, my friends, my teachers. There are a group of people whom I love the most. When avamana takes place to them, all other discomforts and things of the world becomes insignificant in front of the insult made to my beloved people. All of us go through this. Samujhiso satihi bhayavu atikrodha. Sati became very, very, very angry. Bahubidi janani kini prabodha. How much ever a mother said, it's okay, calm down, it is okay, don't get wild, don't get angry, be quiet. Nothing happened. Siva apamanuna jai sahi hridayana hoi prabodha. The insult to Shiva is so strong, nothing could pacify Satiji. Sakala sabha hi hati hataki sautaba. She turned towards the entire sabha. Boli bachana sakroda. She spoke with absolute anger. And that shook the entire, sabha itself. What does she say? We will see tomorrow. Very, very, very important. We will see tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.